All right, if you guys are ready, we'll go ahead and take questions.
Yeah, Alterique, take me through, that last minute, good ball reversal there on that three-pointer that you hit when the ball reaches you in the corner. What's going through your mind?
The last minute, we made a big emphasis on just rebounding the ball and securing the ball and just being patient on the offensive end. My teammates just did a great job of giving me a wide open look. I was grateful enough to knock it down. And we got to give UCF credit. They played hard at home. They made a lot of shots. It was really a tough win for us.
Alterique, coming off the bench, when coach switches up the starting lineup, what do you see out there happening that you're able to help the team with?
It gives me time to just read the game, how the team is playing, the ball screen coverage, how the refs are calling the fouls, how they calling the game, the pace of the game, and how I can make an impact on the game. That's what I really try to do when I come off the bench.
It just seems like every one of these games just comes down to, the last 4 minutes, last minute. It looks like you guys are, gonna pull it out, and then mistakes happen, and it gets even tighter. I just feel like this team just, makes it a little bit harder on itself, but still finds a way to win.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's more things we have to learn and do better down the stretch. I think we just got to get better as a team. But obviously, rebounding is a big thing for us, and that's something we need to work on every day. So I think we'll only get better. This gives us experience for upcoming games and just the upcoming tournament.
And despite how you guys won, you guys did win. And how big is that, considering it's a road win and you guys kind of are in crunch time here in the regular season?
Yeah, it continues to build us up. We still coming together as a group. As you guys know, it's a bunch of new guys, and believe it or not, we're still learning each and every day. But Coach Brown just doing a great job, each and every day, just pushing us to our limit and getting us ready. Great preparation.
I know you've hit a lot of big shots in your career, but to get one here at Wichita State, that's to feel pretty good. What was that feeling like to come through for your team, the three and the free throws?
Yeah, it's just part of the game. Me just working hard, and my teammates just believing in me.
How nerve-wracking was that? Last possession, they're going to Perry, and he had a lot of tough shots there at the end. So how nerve-wracking was it? See it leave his hand, you turn around. What was it like?
Yeah, I just wanted to put my best foot forward. I knew he was going to take the last shot. He had a great game, and I just contested the shot the best way I could. Luckily, it turned right for us this time.
Alterique, have you guys talked about teams are really going to, they're going to defend Tyson very hard. Other guys are going to have to be ready to counter, and you're going to have to get scoring from other spots on some nights?
Yeah, I think we seen it firsthand tonight. That's just one thing we noticed at the beginning of the game. They were frenzying Tyson off the ball screen, not really helping a lot off of him. So we knew somebody else had to step up and make big shots. I think Dex did a great job of that. And, Mo gave us contributions down low. And I just think it's a great overall team effort. It's always tough winning on the road.
Yeah, Dexter seemed really ferocious going rebounding. Was he? Give me your impressions of his efforts tonight.
Man, I love it. I love how he came out, very energetic. Very active. He's looking more and more like himself each game, each practice. And that's a great sight for us because he's only gonna make our team better.
We'll go chase down. Thanks, Alterique.
Thank you.
All right, Isaac, we'll get an opening statement from you and then open things up for questions.
Good game. Proud of the guys. They battled for 40 minutes, and that's what it takes to win on the road in the AAC. We started out the game really good. We were running our sets. We were executing. Dexter Dennis had a big-time game. I think he had 17 and 10 tonight. First double-double for anybody on our team. He did a great job of making open shots. He did a great job of guarding a big-time scorer in Mahan. In the second half, they started to battle back. They came back. They made a good run. They were changing their defenses. They were going from zone in the half court to man. And finally, we started to execute. We ran a couple plays for Morris, got him a layup. Ran a couple plays for Dex, got him a basket. And, we closed the game out. We turned it over late, and that's something we haven't been doing. Normally, when we do our press offense, we get it in, we get fouled, we step up and make free throws. But right there at the end, we turned it over. But I thought Alterique hit a big shot in the corner for 3. That was huge. He got fouled. He made 2 free throws, but those guys just kept battling. We got to do a better job of making layups and rebounding. We still got to rebound better.
Coach, coaches always say it's not how you start a game, it's how you finish. And just how big was Alterique Gilbert, coming off the bench and being huge for you guys late there?
He was great. We get a lot of energy off the bench. Alterique didn't start tonight because he missed practice. He had a migraine headache, and we didn't know if it was COVID related. So we set him out for 2 days. We got his test results back. It was negative. He didn't come to shoot around today because he was still, feeling a little sick. He sucked it up. He hydrated. He came off the bench with a great attitude. He gave us great minutes. And we're always getting energy off the bench, whether it's, Alterique Gilbert, Clarence Jackson, Porter, Isaiah Chandler. All those guys come in and they give us big minutes. I'm just so proud. Alterique handled it the right way, and he stepped up tonight for us.
Coach, is this a lineup that you would want to stick with because it worked so well tonight? We got to see Dexter Dennis have a really great game, and Alterique was hot off the bench.
You know what? That's something to think about. We'll go back and, watch the film, and we'll practice this week. It kind of depends on who we got healthy. Seen here lately, like, guys are having little nagging injuries like, ankles, headaches, stuff like that. But I like that lineup. That gives us offense coming off the bench with Alterique, and Craig Porter can come in there and give us a lot of size. He guards well, and we can run a lot of different actions. So we'll see when we get back. I'm not 100% sure yet.
With Alterique being, a veteran guy in this conference, how much do you think that experience paid off down the stretch and, stepping up and making those big shots?
Just a guy that's played in the league a long time. He's a seasoned guy. He's been to every arena in the conference. He stepped up and made a big basket tonight, but I give it up to him because every day after practice, he's been getting up 200-300 shots. He kept working on his game, and that was a stationary 3 that he had to make. But I give it up to his teammates. I want to say Tyson came off a ball screen. They doubled him. He threw it to Trey Wade. Trey had a shot. He threw it to the corner to Alterique, and he stepped up and made a huge basket.
Was that surprising? It sounds like, he was pretty sick, coming into this game. So was it one of those where you didn't know how much he was going to be able to go until he, got in the game? Or how surprising was that he, played so much and played so well?
It was very surprising. I was unsure because 2 days ago he didn't practice, so we had to give him a COVID test. We finally got his results back, but he was still feeling sick. So we held him out of shoot around this morning. Todd got him hydrated, gave him some headache medicine. He came into the game and he basically said, "Coach, I can go." So I felt I needed to bring him off the bench because I was unsure how many minutes he could play. But when he came into the game, he gave us big minutes. He guarded pretty good tonight. He didn't have many turnovers. He passed the ball, he shared it, and he stepped up and made some huge shots, and we needed that tonight.
It just seems like it's almost, a constant theme with this team. You guys get that 4-point lead and then just kind of make it harder on yourselves than probably needed to with a silly foul. And then, like you said, the turnover down the stretch. You still win, though. Is it kind of hard to wrestle with those two things where, you're probably making more mistakes than you would like, but you still do it in a win?
Now I'm excited, man. We got the win. We'll go back and watch film and try to clean up any mistakes. But anytime you can come on the road in the AAC, man, and get a win is exciting. These kids just continue to battle. They continue to go on the road, make big plays. They stay together, no one point fingers, and it was a total team effort.
I believe it's the best 10-game start in the AAC for you guys since joining the conference, obviously. What does that mean to you?
You know what? We just take it one game at a time. We just want to continue to get better. I give it up to the entire team. Even those bench guys, you know, they have good attitudes in practice. And I think that's why we're winning. The guys on the bench, they don't play the minutes that they want to play, but they have a good attitude every day in practice, and they go so hard, and that helps the guys that start. And every night we got someone different coming off the bench that gives us big minutes. You know, one night it may be Craig Porter. One night it may be Clarence Jackson. One night it may be Isaiah Pooh Bear Chandler. Tonight it was Alterique Gilbert, and we needed it, but it was a total team effort. And those kids just keep battling, they keep fighting, and they just stay together.
Dexter seemed particularly energetic rebounding tonight. Did he kind of take some of that on himself to fix part of that?
Who you said, Dexter Dennis?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
rebound.
he did a great job of rebounding. You know, he's one of the most athletic guys on our team. He's a veteran guy, and he understands how you check out, how you retrieve basketballs, and he did a great job on the glass. But we got to get better on the glass. It's one thing we got to continue to get better at. But right there down the stretch, I felt like we made some plays, and we'll just keep chopping wood, keep getting better at it.
I know Perry made a lot of, you know, big time shots, contested shots. So what was it like, you know, that last one? You know, you got to his spot in the mid range. What was it like, you know, watching that ball coming out of his hands? How nerve wracking was that?
You know what? I just wanted them guys to guard, contest the shot without fouling. And if you just contest the shot without fouling, that's on me. I just didn't want to pick up a silly foul and send them to the free throw line. So the game plan was that everybody stay with their man. We wasn't going to help. Keep them in front and make them shoot a contested shot. And that's what Alterique did. He kept him in front. He didn't give him an angle for a layup. And the kid stepped up and missed a shot that was contested.
Coach, following up on that, earlier this week, you told us that you love winning a close game, but although Alterique had good defense, does it get a little frustrating that it gets to this type of point in the game?
You know what? I always say this, the other team wants to win. So it's hard to just come on the road and you know, beat teams by 10 and 15 points. You know, we got a young basketball team. We may have one of the youngest teams in the AAC. A lot of people don't know that. We have 8 newcomers on our team. The way these guys have gelled together, it is unbelievable right now. For them to come on the road, win basketball games, close basketball games, I think that's a sign of a good team, a team that has leadership, a team that's all about wins. And those guys continue to stick together, and that's what they do at the end of games. They stick together, they make free throws, and they don't turn it over. And that's the key to winning on the road.
What's one way to when teams frenzy?
Say what now, Tate?
Last one.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, when teams frenzy the ball screens like that against Tyson, what's a better way to combat that? I mean, he kind of got bottled up tonight. So what would you like to see him do a better job of there?
Not that I'd like to see him do anything better. I thought he did great tonight. It's going to be some nights when teams going to box him, one him. He may not be able to score it, but I just always tell him, just keep sharing the ball. Eventually the other team will make a mistake. They did tonight, and we had a bunch of guys step up and make shots. Anytime he's in a ball screen and he's getting trapped, we want him to pass the ball and get a quick reversal and get somebody else a wide open shot. And I think they did a great job of that tonight.
Thanks, Isaac.
All right, brother. All right, Dex. Dex got the first double.
All right, we'll take questions now for Dexter.
Dexter, first off, happy belated birthday. I'm curious to know, being caught today, was it birthday behavior that we saw?
No, I've been feeling a little better lately, just trying to find myself in our schemes on offense. So I've been trying to stay aggressive in practice and all throughout traveling days. So I feel like I'm steady just trying to get better offensively and defensively.
What can you say about the way that Alterique Gilbert grinded today? You know, he'd been battling migraines, but for him to, stick it out and hit some big shots late for you guys, how big was he?
I think it's just a story of our season. It's been a rocky roller coaster, but the staff has always preached being mentally tough, just staying the course, staying in the moment, and that's what he did today. I'm super proud of him. He had a big shot in the corner, some big free throws, but it goes to show you that sometimes, even on your worst days, you might not be feeling well, you still have a chance to turn it around. So I'm super proud of him, man.
What can you say about this team? You know, sometimes you guys make it harder on yourselves probably than what you would like, but you still find a way to win. How would you kind of describe, how this team just keeps pulling it out?
I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I can't lie. I don't know. It's we've had a lot of games like this, and sometimes my parents would tell me that we make them almost pull their hair out, but we just still find ways to win. Nobody puts their head down. If we make a lot of mistakes, if we miss a box out, we're just still playing. We're still trying to win. So I don't know.
Was there a different feel or a different vibe today with the starting lineup kind of changing around for you guys?
Not really. We didn't know if AG was really going to play. We know he wasn't really feeling well, like they said. So, man, we just roll with it. Pretty much just next man up. You know what I'm saying? I think Craig did a great job of it tonight. I think AG did a good job tonight. So, pretty much just next man up.
Dexter, you seem very aggressive rebounding, flying around a lot. Was that one of the top things on your mind tonight?
Yeah, as you guys probably know, rebound is one of our weaknesses. But I think I just have to be more aggressive when I rebound. I believe when I'm aggressive more like in the rebound area, I'm more aggressive on offense, period. You know what I'm saying? Just tracking the ball down and just at least feeling the ball a little bit. So I think the more I'm aggressive on the offensive glass, I think the more it'll help my game.
You guys are off to the best start in WSU's history. First 10 games in the American to go 8-2. Nobody's done that before. So what does that kind of mean to you guys to, I know it's a long season. There's still a lot to go, but to be 8-2 in this conference, how proud are you guys of this start?
I don't think we are. I think, like I said, I think we're just staying in the moment. We just won that game. It was a great game, but we're on to the next one. We're trying to win the next one. We're going to prepare. And like I said, I don't think we're really complacent. It was a good win. We're going to smell the roses for a little bit, but we're still moving on. We're trying to get better and better each game. We still have a lot of room for improvement. We're winning these games, but it's a lot of ways we can still get better.
All right, thanks, Dexter. Well said.
Merry Christmas. Hello?
Hey, Morris, how are you?
How you doing, man?
Doing well. Hey, so Tyson has 29 in the first meeting with UCF. Are you guys prepared that they're just really going to, sell out, defend him hard, and other good things are going to have to happen on offense?
But yeah, for sure. We practice today. We're just covering it. We kind of do the double him a little bit, so we just have to make the game easier on him. And thankful for AG stepping up, making big shots, and Dexter going off first half.
Yeah, you mentioned AG. I mean, IB told us that he actually wasn't practicing. I mean, you guys didn't know how much he was going to be able to play. So for him to, step up the way he did, have the game he did, how surprising was that? And what was your thoughts on him?
It wasn't surprising that AG stepped up. Does all the time in practice, crafty guard, makes the game easier for us bigs. So him having this game wasn't like a surprise or nothing because he makes big shots. He made a big shot against us, I think, my freshman year to go to overtime. So he makes big shots. So thankful for him.
And with you, I mean, the scoring has been, starting to get more consistent. I think 6 out of the last 7 now you've had at least 10 points. So what are you finding that's working for you in terms of just scoring the ball?
I just started to take my time down low and think the game I had 3 against Tulane. They were doubling me in the zone. So kind of went over film, just looked back at it and just kind of figured out ways to implement my left hand a little bit more. And I always use my right. So just been in the gym working on my left hand and trusting it.
With less than a month left in the regular season, you guys kind of feel that pressure of it, everything kind of winding down, and how big does that make wins like this on the road?
No pressure at all. Just trying to take it one game at a time on the road or at home. We played a lot of close games, but we'll take them. We'll take the win. So happy for that.
It just seemed like, a lot of these games, they do come down to that last minute, last possession. Has it just been kind of a roller coaster that, you just keep finding ways to win, though?
Oh, yeah, it's been crazy, but as long as we get that W, it's all that matters.
I know in last matchup, too, Reynolds, the big guy for UCF, he had probably his best game of his career, 0 points tonight. How important was it for you to win that matchup this rematch time?
Yeah, for sure. I kind of just went through film. Got to know he weighs more than me. He has probably 30 pounds on me. So I got this kind of a mental game against him. Got to be smart, take charges, deny him the ball, and it'll kind of make the game easier on me if he doesn't catch it inside. So it's kind of when I implemented it into this game.
All right, everybody good? All right, thanks everybody. I'll put these clips in the Dropbox probably tomorrow morning. I've got the camera with me, so look for those. And actually, I'll even shoot you an email when they're ready. Otherwise, I'm going to enjoy a couple more minutes of 80 degrees, and then we'll see you back in Wichita. Thanks, everybody.
See you, Brian.